here's my standard tuning way to play Jars of Clay song Weighed Down. They use that open tuning, I'm pretty sure, on the record. If you listen to 4/7, this is 4/7 with different words. So if you ever felt like, gosh, 4/7's so awesome, how do I play it? Look at the chords in your book or whatever for Weighed Down if you have the book, or just watch this video. So anyway, our intro is a C sharp minor, an E to an F sharp, to an F sharp suspended, to an F sharp, to an A second. A way to play those chords, keeping the your high B and E string open the whole time, is something like, one could do it like this. So your C sharp minor, which is in real life or whatever, is a, and I could even kind of get this finger stuck in the low E string enough to mute it so I don't play it. It doesn't ring when I hit the chord. But instead of doing that with the bar, Lord knows we all hate bar chords, we can do a more open version. And I'll reach up with my middle finger to mute my low E string, so instead of it going, it's just so going down to an E. And you could do it, instead of these fingers, do it this way, and you could do it this way instead of this way. But anyway, there you go. Oh, now I've played it wrong. Then with that, you're using the other fingers, you can slide up, and you can reach back down to do an A2. And I'm muting my low E, so it's, so my bass note is an A like it's supposed to be. Another route you can take is that makes it so your C sharp, your E, and your F sharp are all the same shape. It's just sliding up from the 4th to the 7th to the 9th. And then your only change is for your A chord. So here's your C, E, and F sharp. C sharp, E, and F sharp. There's all your notes played individually so you can know exactly what they should sound like. Okay, mom's dropping off laundry. Okay, I can wash my own laundry and sort it and put it away. I know how to do that. Anyway, so there's that. There's your intro and your verse chord progressions played in more open formats. Then for the first chorus, we're doing it from first position chords. We're doing D, A, B, and C sharp to D, A, and then B. And that's the first chorus, and it changes a little bit in a second. But here we go. Okay, I didn't want to hit my A or E string, so I can reach up with my pinky and mute them. In relation to the words, way you can play it is up here. D, A, and again, that's kind of nice because you're not changing shapes so darn much. Here's your D to your A to your B. And that was nice because your A and your B shape didn't change. And your C sharp minor. You have to slide your middle finger back 1 fret on your G string. If you don't, you'll sound like this, which, you know, will stand out and be bad. So anyway, there's that. Then there's another verse which has the same progression as the first verse, and a second chorus which has the D, A, B, C sharp, D, A, B suspended B, which if you're just going, can a king be... Oh shoot, hang on. Can a king you can just stick on this the whole time. If you're the rhythm acoustic strummer. If you're Matt Odemark that day, like me, every time I go to church. Or you could care so much as to go, this says B suspended to a B, so let's see, that's a way down. If you want to jump from here to there, that's an option. Or, you know, if you're a bar chord champion. Then we have an A with an E in the bass, an E major, a G6, and an A chord progression that's repeated 4 times while Dan says weight down. So we have this. Way down. Way down. Way down. And that, you know, plays that progression however many times it does. Well, then the music eventually fades out. But anyway, your A with an E in the bass, if you're doing it down here, is I'm muting my A string with my ring finger and letting the low E stay open and ring out so that the bass note, which is an E, rings out. Moving down to my E major. For the G6, all I'm doing is a 1 finger of your choosing on the low E string while muting the A string. It's while your finger's holding down the G string, it's resting on the A to mute it. And then moving back to an A, which technically I'm playing an A second. Or you could just and be okay, I guess. You know, I think this A2 sounds more like a record. If you want to play up here, you can go, here's your A shape in regular format. What you want to do is just let this finger off and you're going to let that low E string ring. So your A with its E bass note, root note, is represented. Moving up to an E. Now you're doing the thing with the C sharp minor. E, E. You can even let your finger, your muting finger, my middle finger, can come up because it's an E chord, so that's a low E note. And let that happen. To your G6, which if you do a G barred, I'm just letting that up and only cover the low E, so because that's what we want to hear, because that's what we're hearing in the recording, is those B and E strings being consistent throughout every chord. You could even be crazy and go. Technically, there's your G, D, or your A. But, yeah, that's getting a little wacky in my opinion. But anyway. Doing that. Also, I think letting that low E string just kind of gives your acoustic rhythm part a little more presence with that low E string included on that E chord during those way down things that happen in the second chorus. But anyway, that's basically how to play it in standard. A couple different ways to play it in standard. If you're ready to travel outside of your first 3 frets, which I know I am. So anyway, there you go.